All right, this is the nursery. I will start with this wall. So we have polka dots and hearts on the walls. I have sheets of so much more, and I was going to put something up there, so I didn't put them there, but I didn't want to overcrowd it. But just looking at it through this, I can tell there's some spots that I could do some more. Anyway, so right here we have the changing table / dresser, and this side holds books. There's 3 shelves, and then this, not sure if this is fitting like too tight in here or if this is how it should look. I didn't have one Jackson, so I'm not quite sure. But over here, I'm going to get a bin and kind of organize this better. This is just samples and little things at this point. And then this top drawer, I have bibs over here, the bows that are like the headband bows, and then socks. There's more socks back there, and then hats. And then here we have like a picture frame, a toy. There's a box inside that box. If you've seen my other videos, I'm going to use for like memory box stuff, or the baby book, which there's her baby book. And then in here I have, this is the newborn section right here, like onesies, pants, the little footy pajama sleeper things, the cutest little skirt, and then this is all 0 to 3. And then down here is just all 0 to 3. So pants and onesies and pajamas. And then this opens, and I haven't really finished this yet, but I have washcloths here, and then down here are burp cloths, and then those are hooded towels, some more washcloths, and then that's just like a kit with like the nose sucker thing and nail clippers, and I think samples of like milk storage bags, some formula. I knew you were gonna come in here for this. He wasn't in here. Now he is. So here's the rocking chair. I think I've shown this already, but I love that it has heat and massage, and it rocks and it reclines. This is going to be her laundry hamper, and then we have like a bouncer, little stuffed animal, and then this side is her crib. And I'll talk more about the fiasco with the bedding, but I've had it ordered, gone back and forth with the seller I couldn't get a hold of. She said she was going to send it. The order finally just got canceled, so I'm back to square one on that, but that's okay, I have time. And then that's her name. I think I'm going to put it above her bed. Her crib, I should say. And then there's a window, and then over here is her closet. So we just have a hanging thing. These came from, I think, thrift stores, little hooded robes. And then in her closet, we'll start up top. I'm only halfway through my pregnancy, so I haven't fully, I'll do another tour when I'm completely finished near the end, but I have a clock I need to hang. There's some of the sheets of the stickers. Diaper bag. I did get a floor lamp that I'm going to have behind the chair for extra light. And then there's like a picture, the boppy pillow blanket. Sorry, my camera flipped shut, so I'm not sure where I was at with her closet. But I think the last thing I said before it shut was those are just some bottles. And then in here we have some outfits, and they're separated by these: newborn 0 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 12 to 18, 18 to 24, and 24 plus, which is just one thing there because, you know. So we're getting the closet full, and then this is play mat for the floor I need to assemble. And then these bins are all extra clothes. So there's 3 to 6 months, 6 to 9, I think like 18, 2T up, something like that. I'm kind of thinking of just, as she grows, moving it over to this, but I'm not sure. We'll just have to see what works best. And then I'm not sure the TV will stay, so it's in there for now. And then over here, these are just like drawer organizers, more pictures that need to be hung, a little light thing for the room. That is the closet. And then you come here next to the closet and we have a mirror. I need to take the wrapping off that lamp, but we have a little lamp that is so cute with the bows and a picture frame. And then this thing just has some shoes. This is my Moby wrap, some crib sheets. And then I started organizing like the little socks with the bows on them and the bows that have the clips, and then just some rattles and a little toy. In here, I think I was starting a plan of like having the little bit bigger sizes here because those are 3 to 6, but then I came up with that other system. And then, yeah, so these are just some extra clothes. I didn't even realize we're still in there. And then a little trash can, and then back to her door. When you walk in, there's the changing table, recliner, crib, window, closet, and the mirror and extra storage. So that is where we're at for now. I still have a lot to do in here, but this is where we're at so far. One thing I'm considering is removing these closet doors because they're kind of a pain, and then just having like some curtains that go to the side or just lace. I don't know. I've had some ideas in mind just to make it a little bit easier and for functionability reasons. That's the word. But yeah, this is the nursery so far. And I'm excited to keep working on it the rest of my pregnancy and get it ready for her. Huh, Alistair? Can you say bye? Say bye.